kids, welcome to Kids TV News. I'm Jenna Zabuena. What a year this has been. We've been challenged in so many ways, at home, in school, with friends, and among families. On today's show, we'll see how kids are coping, how kids are learning, and how kids are thriving, despite the difficulties and hardships many of us are facing. Taking care of our health, both mental and physical, is an important part of managing uncertain times. Members of the Hoppin' Hawks, a jump rope team here in Harford County, know the importance of exercise in keeping our bodies strong and teamwork for reminding us how much we depend on each other. Let's take a look on today's Active Kids.
The Hoppin' Hawks, well, we are a precision jump rope team here in Churchville, Maryland. We do shows around here in the county, some out of the county as well. We perform at elementary schools all around the county as well, and we do halftime shows in states close to here.
So tonight we're working on our school show stuff. So we go around the county and we perform for the elementary school kids and sometimes middle schools. We build and enforce healthy habits, and we like to show what you can do through the sport of jump rope.
To be a good Hoppin' Hawk, it takes coordination, which can be developed because coordination builds over time. So the ability to turn and jump at the same time, a lot of body awareness.
It definitely takes a lot of patience because the skills don't come easy. It definitely takes a lot of teamwork because a lot of what we do here is team oriented. So you definitely have to know how to work with other people, and perseverance because it takes a lot of work to get here, and I'm so proud of myself and I'm happy that I am here. So it definitely takes a lot of strong, willing people to come here and do what we do.
I think the only thing you need to be a good jumper is perseverance. You can't let one mistake or one injury get you down. You gotta keep working, and if you can't get a skill, you gotta keep going, and you will get it eventually. It's something that if you take effort and go towards and try to reach your goal, you'll reach it eventually.
And I feel like we all learn from each other, and definitely being on this team, I've learned a lot of lessons in life about being a part of a team and what it takes to be committed and what it takes to go far.
Not only are they learning jump rope, they're learning life skills. They serve as instructors, so that is learning how to be a positive role model that others look up to you when you are on the floor and off the floor.
I think the biggest thing I've learned here is how to communicate with people and how to be in an environment with so many people and work together.
I've definitely taken a lot of the lessons I've learned here into my life with my friends and at school. I definitely have learned to be committed because I know when I come here, I have to do what I have to do. I have to push myself. I have to be at the level that my coaches know I can be at. And I know at school, when there's plenty of times I don't want to do the work that's given to me, I know that at jump rope, I'm expected to do this. My teachers know I can do it. I want to challenge myself, so I'm going to put myself at that level where I can do what I know everybody else around me expects me to do and what I want myself to do.
I like that jump rope's just different and it's never ends. We keep growing and building upon our skills year after year.
Well, what it feels like for me, just being on the floor jump roping, it's definitely breathtaking. Some days I just think about it and I'm like, dang, I'm so lucky to be doing something so amazing that, some people have never seen before. And it's really breathtaking and rewarding to be a part of such a close-knit team that are here to support each other and all trying to make each other better.
For more information about Hoppin' Hawks, please like us on Facebook, Hoppin' Hawks Jump Rope Club, or visit our website, hoppinhawks.org, or there's also links to us on Churchville Rec Center's website.
For many of us, these are scary times, and it's hard to figure out what to do with our emotions when they're all over the place. So let's get some help from Sarah Quinn, who has some great advice.
Hi, I'm Sarah Quinn. I'm a clinical social worker and the Director of Crisis Response with Office on Mental Health, and I'd love to take a couple of minutes today to talk to you about how you might be feeling during these uncertain times. If you're a kid in the world today, you're probably having a lot of really big feelings. That's pretty normal. When we talk to kids all around in our community here in Harford County, across the United States, and even in the whole world, kids are experiencing a lot of things right now. Some of them are feeling really sad, they're feeling scared, they're unsure, angry, bored, lonely. These are just a few of the things you might be going through right now. So if you're one of these people who are maybe having some feelings right now, the good news is there are some things that we can do about it. The first thing is, think about who are the people who you can talk to and connect with during this time, and how can you do it? It might look a little bit different from how you used to do that. I know a lot of us are using computers or phones or finding other ways to connect with people. And think about who are the people that you can talk to. Your friends? Friends are great for talking to. But you also want to think about who are the trusted adults that I can share these feelings with. They may be able to get you some additional help if that's something that you need, like talking to a counselor or talking with someone at school, or maybe you're part of a faith community and you like to talk to a pastor. These are all great ways to connect with people. We also want to think about how can we take care of ourselves? What are the routines that we can set for ourselves that make us feel safe and comfortable? Like, how can we move our bodies more? And how can we get away from the screens for a little bit? How can we reduce the amount of time that we're spending thinking about all of these things that are really stressful? What are the things that we like to do? Do some of those things. Also, try to sleep, try to eat healthy foods, and try and look out for one another. One of the things that's really hard about living in a pandemic is you might feel like you really have no control. We want to think about what are the things that we do have control over. So it can be really scary to feel like you're part of something that even maybe some of the grown-ups around you don't understand that well, and you're not sure when it's going to end, and you're not even sure what's going on right now. Here are a few things that you can do. Tell grown-ups when you're scared, or when you're unsure, or when you have questions. Try and find a grown-up who can maybe help you to look and learn some of the things that you can do. There are lots of things you can't control. You can't control when this ends. You can't control when you get to go back to school. Those are grown-up decisions. But what you can control is how you keep yourself safe. So learn about washing your hands, wearing a mask, doing the little things that you can do to keep yourself safe and the people around you safe. So usually when kids are having big emotions, there's two main kinds of responses: an out big response or a closed response. When we have the big response, a lot of times that looks like us being angry. We might have behaviors that adults around us say, no, like we're shouting, we're throwing things, we're crying, and we don't even know why. We're just having a lot of big feelings and we don't know where to put them. Some of us, though, when we're having a hard time, go like this. And that's when we stop finding things that we used to find fun. We don't really want to talk. Maybe we're spending just tons of time up in our room by ourselves. The things we used to enjoy just aren't as much fun anymore. These are all things that might say to us, I think something's going on with me. I might need a little bit more help. Maybe you feel like you're actually doing okay, but you see someone around you who you think isn't having an easy time. It could be your brother or a friend, or maybe it's an adult. When you see someone in your family or in your friend circle who's having a hard time, it can be really confusing how to help and what to do. Remember, think about who are the trusted adults in your life who care about you and care about those people in your circle. Go talk to one of them. Ask questions and say you want to help. At that point, the helping grown-up can help that person to get connected to the resources and supports that they need. So earlier you heard me say that I was the Director of Crisis Response, and what in the world is that? Harford County has a really awesome system of crisis response for what we call mental health or behavioral health crises. That means when someone's having a really hard time and they don't have someone to help yet, like a counselor or a therapist or someone like that in their life, or maybe they even do, but they can't reach that person right now, there's always someone available to talk. We can help in a few ways. Harford Crisis Response under Office on Mental Health has a whole bunch of programs. The first thing that we have is a hotline. This is a number that operates 24 hours a day that anyone can call to get a little bit of help. The number is 1-800-NEXT-STEP or 410-874-0711. Anyone can call it. It's totally free, and you can talk to a counselor who can help you figure out maybe what the next steps should be to help you or someone in your family. We also have teams of counselors who will actually come out where you are. With the agreement of the grown-up in your life, that person can come out and help you at your house or at your school or other places in the community where you might be having a hard time. This is a really kind adult who wants to listen and wants to help and wants to get you connected to the things that are going to support you for a long time. So, what's my overall message for today? Well, it's two things. The first thing is, if you're not doing great right now, that's okay. It's okay to ask for help. In fact, it's a really brave thing to do. So please, if you need some help and you're not sure what to do next, call the number 1-800-NEXT-STEP or 410-874-0711, and someone's going to be on the other end of that phone to help.
Slow things down and explore the timeless beauty of the Barn Quilt Trail of Harford County. Marked by hand-painted quilts, each location offers a unique adventure. Share new experiences and support local business as you discover rural Harford County, Maryland.
Come experience the culture and history of rural Maryland and take a trip on the Barn Quilt Trail of Harford County.
During the past year, the importance of community has never been more apparent. We rely on each other in good times and in challenging times, in our celebrations and in our emergencies. Let's hear from two Harford County kids who started a program called Volunteen, connecting kids to volunteer opportunities and teaching them important lessons about community service.
Volunteen is an organization that finds service opportunities for teens in the local area.
Whether we're doing collections, whether we are doing fundraisers, whether we are doing hands-on stuff, we just try to provide as many service opportunities as we can for teens, both to fulfill high school service hour requirements as well as just out of the goodness of their heart.
Most recently, we did a pink pumpkin patch at Bel Air, the town of Bel Air. We had people come out and vote on which pumpkin people submitted, and all the money that we got went to Cancer LifeNet, which is an organization that helps families struggling through cancer.
Volunteen did a shoe drive, and we collected about 4,000 pairs of shoes to donate to entrepreneurs in developing countries that were in need of these shoes. And that, to me, was an amazing project because you saw individuals coming up with hundreds of pairs of shoes, and you really saw how the community could come together.
One of the other projects that we have done was we built desks for Title I schools for children who were not equipped for the new online learning. The desks we built helped them out a lot, and it really helped them succeed in online school.
Volunteering it definitely makes me feel good about myself, but it makes me feel very grateful for what I have. I'm very appreciative of everything that the people in my community do for me, and I just want to do that back for them.
When people are brought together to help people out, it just makes a big impact on not just the people that you're helping out, but the people doing it as well.
To teens, I think that going into volunteering for your first couple times, you're like, why do I need to do this, or why should I be doing this? But after just the first couple hours of volunteering, you realize this is actually fun, this is needed, this is impactful. And then when you keep coming, you develop friendships with the other volunteers, you develop friendships with who you're helping. And I just think it's good socially for teenagers to get out there and to volunteer, and it's obviously good for the community.
For more information about Volunteen, you can email volunteen1@gmail.com or look at the Volunteen Facebook page.
An important part of being a valuable member of any community is knowing what to do in an emergency. We never know when we might be faced with an emergency, and knowing what to do can actually save a life. Let's find out more.
There are times in an emergency situation when children have to take action to help save a life. Hi, I'm Rhonda Hinch, and I'm a dispatcher with the Harford County Department of Emergency Services. And today we're going to talk about 911 and when you should call and shouldn't call. There are 3 different types of emergencies. The first emergency is a fire emergency. If you see a fire, call 911 and report it. The second emergency would be a medical emergency. If somebody is sick or injured and they need an ambulance, call 911. The third emergency would be a police emergency. If you see a crime in progress or you need to report something that has happened, you can call 911 as well. And now we're going to talk about the information that you need to tell us when you call 911. When you make that 911 call, you need to remember to stay calm, speak clearly, and stay on the phone with the call taker until you're told to hang up. The information you're going to give us is your location, your callback number, and the nature of your emergency. We will ask additional information to process your call, but those are the important things we need to know right away. And remember, when you call 911, unlike having a landline where we know your exact location, if you're calling with a cell phone, we may not know your exact location. So it's very important to know where you are when you're calling 911 and where you want help to respond. Even if you give us a cross street or an intersecting street or a business name, we can help locate you with that information. While you're on the phone with the call taker, they are going to give you instructions on how to help the situation until the first responders arrive. An example would be, in a medical emergency, we can tell you how to do CPR, how to control bleeding, until the emergency responders can come take over for you. In a fire emergency, we can give you instructions such as pulling a fire alarm to evacuate a building and shutting the windows and doors on your way out. In a police emergency, we would have you meet the responders at the front door, make sure it's unlocked to let them in. Also, we need you to put away all your family pets and give us a call back and give us additional information if you have anything else pertaining to your situation. And we have something new in Harford County where you can use texting to 911 if necessary. Call if you can, text if you can't. We would prefer a 911 call to speak with you, but if for some reason you're not in a safe situation or you're unable to speak, you can text 911. We will ask you the same questions and get you the same level of care that you would if you were to call 911. Knowing these things could help you save a life in an emergency situation. If you want more information on 911 preparedness, you can contact the Harford County Department of Emergency Services.
Hi, I'm Harford County Executive Barry Glassman. COVID-19 is a challenge, but we're making progress in Maryland. You can help by taking these 3 simple steps. Wear a mask when it's required, stay 6 feet apart, and wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. To learn more, visit harfordcountymd.gov. Thanks for taking these 3 simple steps to keep Harford healthy and stay Maryland strong.
The pandemic has turned our world upside down, and for many of us, school is completely different. But our Harford County Public Library has emerged as a valuable resource for those of us who need some help with schoolwork and need some fun ways to spend our time when we're not hitting the books.
I'm Mary Hassler, Harford County Public Library CEO, and I'm so happy to be here talking about all the things that are happening at the library. We miss you, but we are here and we're developing so many great things that make you at home have a little bit of fun, learn a little bit, and also explore. We're all about exploring at the library. So you can request books, you can request videos, you can request DVDs. You can also go online and check out things like online books and ebooks. There's so many things that are available. And for example, if you're working on a school project right now, we also have kits and other things that will help you to learn and to explore with your family and with those who are close to you. We offer free printing, and in addition, we can also offer something called Retro Chic Reference Service, where you can call and request items based on your theme. If you're interested in the environment, if you're interested in science, if you're interested in music or art, you can call and we will pull those items for you to pick up at our front door, at some of our locations, or at our drive-through window service. So we miss you, but we are here. So if you have any questions, you can always call or go online and check out our website at hcplonline.org. I love sharing the fact that we offer something called our Children's Digital Library. And what is that? Well, that is everything that we have online that helps children of all ages from pre-birth all the way up through our teens. It's e-books, it's e-movies, it's e-music that you actually get to keep if you're interested in that. We offer art classes, we offer all sorts of things, and I think the thing that I love the best are our virtual story times. These are based on curriculum, they are based on learning skills, and it really does help with those pre and early literacy skill building, as well as a lot of fun for those of us who do read. So make sure you check out our online children's digital library services. But of course, let's not forget, if you're in school, whether you're in preschool, kindergarten, elementary, middle, or high school, we have a lot of resources online to help you with that. We have live tutors available. Now, they're not live in your computer, but when you go online and check it out, they can help you navigate that maybe tricky math problem or perhaps a question you have in your history class. It's also free and available 24/7 through our website at hcplonline.org. You can also explore topics. So if you have an assignment and you're looking for good information on perhaps biology or perhaps a topic that you've been assigned, you can go online and use your library card and find out good information that you can use to develop your report or to respond back to your teacher's questions. Do you like watching movies? Well, we offer something called binge boxes. And in a binge box, you will find multiple different types of movies. They can be about action heroes, it can be about a Disney theme, or it could be something you're learning about in school. So make sure you go online and check out, put in the subject title, you would like to look at a binge box on the topic of, a superhero, maybe Wonder Woman, and you'll see what pops up, what box she would be on. And then you can come and pick it up at any time at our drive-through windows or our front door pickup service. The other thing we offer are our book bundles. Do you have a favorite author, or do you like to read mysteries, or do you like to read about construction equipment, picture book collection? You can call and our librarians will actually scan the shelves for you and pick out books and titles and DVDs that you might like to read and view on a particular topic, a particular author, or a particular subject that you might be learning in school. And they're called our book bundles. So make sure you go to our website at hcplonline.org and check out both our binge boxes and our book bundles. Do you like doing things at home, perhaps with your hands? Do you like to create? Do you like to have adventures? Well, we have several things that you can borrow from the library that are free. The first one are our superhero action kits. They are superhero figures. There's a Wonder Woman, we have several Spider-Man. You get to check that out and do any type of interactive activity you would like to do with that particular character. We also include in the kit is a journal that you can write down your stories and share with other folks when they come and check out the same kit. So that's one thing we offer. Are you a big historical fan? We have something called our American Girl doll collection, and that features the American Girl dolls from all the different decades that the American Girl organization offers. You can check out the doll, and again, there's a journal inside the kit that you can write your story. You can tell and share with us your adventures, and then you can have a lot of fun with your doll and do something new and explore all the different historic time periods with the book that's included in the kit. The other thing we offer are our STEM kits, and they're called Little Leapers and Leap Kits. Our Little Leapers are for our preschoolers up through about first grade, and with those kits you can explore all sorts of STEM topics. And don't forget, we add reading and arts to our STEM kits too, so it's really our STREAM kits. You can check them out. You can explore what it means to be an environmentalist. You can explore what it means to be a biologist. You can do all sorts of activities with our STEM kits and have a lot of fun, plus learn along the way. And of course, our LEAP kits are for our older children in elementary through middle school. And you can also explore those topics that you're exploring and covering in school every day when you're home and doing your things. So we have lots of interactive activities. And I think one of my favorites is something we just created, are our take and make. They are little bags, and inside that are creative crafts that you can do of all sorts of themes. It might be a seasonal theme where you might be creating a pumpkin, or it may be something for something just STEM related or science related or just something fun to do. They're also free. So make sure when you do come and pick up your materials that you do pick up a take and make kit and take it home with you. Lots of things to explore and do at the library. And remember, you can check out all the information, how you obtain all this on our library website. We offer so many things online right now. One of my favorite is our virtual story times, and that's for pretty much all ages. It is geared toward our younger customers, but I have to say I enjoy them as much as anybody else. So they are online. We have curated story times. They are curriculum based, and what that means, it will really help you learn how to read. And if you're not quite reading yet, it will really help you develop those pre-literacy skills, which are really critical, because we know in order to read, you want to be able to read to be successful in school and in the future. So check them out. They're online at our website. Of course, I'm a gamer, and one of the fun games that we offer online is called Dungeons and Dragons. It's amazing, and that is primarily for our middle schoolers and for our teens. So if you are a fan of Dungeons and Dragons, make sure you check out. We have 2 clubs right now, and you can join them and really have a lot of fun online and perhaps learn some new skills too. You know, we have a lot of special things inside the library, which I know you can't see right now, but someday you will be able to come back in. But one of them we launched about a year ago is our sensory room, and it's a room that's full of all sorts of interactives for some of our special customers who come in and visit. So keep that in mind for the future when we do reopen our doors, allow people back in our buildings. But for now, we're really doing a lot of emphasis on outdoor activities because we know that's a good way to offer things right now. So we have something called story walks, and they're throughout the entire county, and they're at the library in various locations, and it's a great way to spend an hour or so to exploring a specific book, doing some exercise, and getting your fresh air. And then, of course, at our Abingdon Library, we do have our sensory story walk for our special families out there. So make sure you check out all those activities, and I really do hope to see everyone at the library at some point in the future. One of the things that we're very honored to offer is something called Harford County Choose Civility. It's a movement, it's an initiative for all of us to remember to be kind to each other, to be inclusive, and really to respect each other's opinions and work together to move forward and to cross that finish line as a group. Those of you in sports know that's really critical. So Harford County Choose Civility is something that is very important to us. So make sure you keep in mind the library is here to support whatever you're working on, whether it's in school or a fun activity, family, whatever you need. Please reach out to the Harford County Public Library. You can go online at our website at hcplonline.org, or you can give us a call. We're here. We have not gone away, and we will continue to provide wonderful services as we move through the next months and years. Thank you.
Well, that's it for today's show. Thanks for sticking around. We'd love to hear from you. You can log on to our website at KidsTVNews.com. Let us know what you think and what you'd like to see here on Kids TV News. Until next time, I'm Jenna Zavoyna. Goodbye.